Seahawks are making multiple moves. We got to talk about what's going on and all the latest headlines on another episode of Seahawks Digest. What's going on, everybody? Christian Pedersen back with another episode of the show that is ready to I want to actually put up a big calendar here and just rip the days off as we get one day closer every 24 hours to the return of football season. Between here and there, we're going to have daily content. So if you want to like, subscribe, you're welcome to do all of those types of buttons. If not, no worries. Like I said, we'll always be here every single day to react to headlines, blog posts, written articles, basically what we do on this show, or what I do on this show. I don't know why we said we. My producer is a 2-year-old, is just take the morning daily headlines, scroll through it, figure out what we want to talk about, deliver to you guys the rants and ravings of a Seahawks lunatic, like talking about the Seahawks signing veteran O-lineman Bobby Hart. Now, there is a lot to talk about on this one because I honestly, of all the positions in football, I think that there's a bunch where, like, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. If you have 3 wide receiver ones, you don't know who you're like. You can never have enough linemen. Knock on wood that you're starting 5, stay healthy all year, but I just have never seen a football team be worse for having backups and tertiary and 4th string backups and 6th. Like, you get what I'm saying. So let's break down all the moves on that. Before we get to that, though, gotta say, as always, a big thank you to today's video sponsor, Prize Picks. It's America's #1 sports pick app and the best way to get in on the action. And right now, if you want to get in on the action, you can use the code DIGEST. New users get $50 instantly in their lineups when playing your first $5. It helps us out. It helps you out. Prize Picks is looking out for Seahawks fans. Look, life's good. We're defending Super Bowl champs, and now you get to use the code DIGEST to be hooked up with Prize Picks. We got the link in the comment description bio. There's different words for different platforms depending on where you're watching this, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, let's talk about the move to add Bobby Hart to the Seattle Seahawks. The actual technical move is waiving Levi Wentz, a rookie wide receiver. Don't know why Wentz and wide receiver and rookie were also hard for me to say there. I have just as I was saying, when we have 3 wide receiver ones, we have no wide receiver ones. We have a very well established wide receiver room, and so it's cold to say, oh, bon voyage, dude, see you later. But that's kind of what football is, especially on those secondary and tertiary and 4th string guys on skill positions where you already have really well-established brand name players like that. So there's the move. Maybe for some of you who don't follow offensive linemen super aggressively, because even for committed football fans, it can be hard to quantifiably follow a right tackle for the entirety of his career before he winds up to your squad. Here is the cliff notes on Hart's career: Giants, Bengals, Titans, Bills, Chargers. Spent time with but did not play for Lions and Commanders. That's a veteran dude right there. That's a guy who has been around a lot, and probably in being around that much, you could make the argument that if he was really valuable enough and going to add a ton to the team, that he probably would have stuck with one of those squads and been a long-term guy. But at the same time, certain backups, I like a young, fresh-faced, eager, low mileage type of guy. Come out there and just be like, I'm going to be the backup punt gunner. When I get in, I'm going to go flying down the field and whatever. Certain positions, I don't have any need for it to be a rookie, because if we get to this point in the depth chart where ESPN's he's not even on the Seahawks official one on the website yet, so I had to hop over to ESPN's depth chart here. He's 4th string right tackle. Whether or not he moves around a little bit in that in the next couple of weeks and or is added to being third or fourth string in any other positions, he's going to be the backup kind of guy. But at a certain point, I like a veteran there because, like, you don't need a show me guy. You don't need somebody trying too hard to prove yourself if you're in a situation where he is now getting snaps at right tackle. I prefer a veteran guy who can come in, understand the schemes, not overplay his position, and hopefully help us just get out of whatever situation we are in where Hart is having to be on the offensive line guarding guys and help us not have some rookie over on that side caving in and absolutely collapsing when we're facing things like Myles Garrett or whoever would be in that situation when they're lining up. I think you get what I'm saying is for this one, I think this is a nice little move. This is the kind of stuff where you win in aggregate because you can't go spin flashy. You can't go spin big. You don't need to spin flashy and big, but you accumulate the right assets in the right pieces. And that's what we've seen John Schneider do a ton of. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment about this signing, about the whole, do you see him taking anybody's spot? I guess I hadn't even really, I'm very much processing this in real time. I don't think, though, that he's going to necessarily steal a spot, but nonetheless, I'd give this at least an 8 out of 10 on the signing move. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Before we get out of here, we always got to say thank you again to Prize Picks, our wonderful sponsor for today's video. Like I said at the top, use the code DIGEST when you're signing up and you get $50. New users get $50 instantly in their lineup when they're playing their first $5. Prize Picks has a bunch of stuff going on all day, every day. Right now, during the NBA playoffs, which are going crazy, the championship, heavyweight bout between the Spurs and Knicks has a bunch of opportunities for you. They're doing the Scary Hours boost each night during the finals to level up all your lineups. They've also got Flex Fridays. It's back in full swing. Boost your end of your week by using your Flex Friday to boost the payouts to get 40% higher payout every Friday. And then Taco Tuesday. It's delicious. You love it. They're not going anywhere. Their board is serving up discounted projections all Tuesday long, start to finish. You can enjoy a lot of tacos in that point. Like I said, use the code DIGEST when you're signing up for Prize Picks. Helps the channel out a ton. Helps you out a ton. There you go, Seahawks fans. Another great move. Another couple of minutes. I helped you kill 8 minutes between now and the start of the season. Alrighty, I'm out of here. We'll talk to you guys next time.